One of the questions that we're often asked is, where do you find people? How do you get humans to come to you and talk to you about whatever it is you're talking about? How do you find people to take part in your project? There are several ways to find respondents. Some very good, some less good. So there are companies out there that are recruitment companies, and they keep large databases of consumers based on any one of a number of factors. It's kind of interesting the way it works. You reach out to them and you tell them what you want exactly, and then people start showing up. The research company will supply the recruitment company with a screener. A screener is a list of questions that everyone is asked, and based on their answer, they're fielded into specific categories. Traditional recruiting can be very good. Some of the pitfalls are that you get a lot of people who have taken part in research before, or people who know how to answer screeners effectively so that they keep getting picked for the same projects. Commercial recruitment firms are good, but we've had a lot of success doing organic recruiting. Organic recruiting is a bit different. It's much more time intensive. It's much more specific. It works with smaller numbers of people and highly passionate audiences. But we've had quite a bit of success finding people for projects that are very specialized by using organic recruiting. It's all about the power of your network. We've worked quite hard to be a part of as many communities of interest to the topics we are experienced at as possible. When we're looking for a specific person who plays a specific video game heavily, or when we're looking for a specific consumer of a luxury brand, we're fairly good at finding our way to organically find that person and use that web to get the right people to come talk to us. Organic recruiting is all about authenticity. Organic recruiting is all about making sure that you are authentically a part of a community for a long period of time that you have the ability to reach out to when appropriate. Organic recruiting doesn't work for every project. For large consumer brands, organic recruiting is often not a good way of going about it. But for highly specialized topics, for topics like consumers of a very specific product or people with a very specific viewpoint or location specific or age specific recruits, these can be quite useful. We've spent a lot of time building out networks on social media, through community hubs that allow us to circumvent a lot of the challenges that conventional recruiting have had. There's no one single way to find all the people you need for a project. And there's no one recipe that can consistently give you the humans you need and the audience you need. In order to find the right respondents for a project, you want to be as creative and as crafty as possible. The biggest challenge in market research is making sure that the people you're getting to participate in your project are authentic, honest, and portray the audience that you're intending to mimic. And that's not so easy a challenge. As a good researcher, you want to make sure that the people you're talking to are the right people. There's nothing that upsets a client more than having a room full of people who don't represent their audience.